Just imagine how dead Edge's career would have been had he failed the Money in the Bank cash in on John Cena in 2006. He was the first ever Money in the Bank contract holder. If he would have fumbled the contract and lost, had a failed cash in, that would have killed the Money in the Bank concept. All right, no one would take it seriously. And then that would have killed Edge's career at that point. And the thing with AEW, what I don't understand, I mean, out of all the ideas you can steal from WWE, just to fumble it and just to have Christian Cage win the Casino Gauntlet, right? Which is their version of the Money in the Bank contract. Excuse me. That was their version of the contract. The Money in the Bank briefcase. Christian Cage was the first ever winner. So you would think, right, logically speaking here, Tony Khan will book your first ever Casino Gauntlet contract holder to have a successful cash in and win the world championship. But no, we have to continue with this Death Rider storyline that has already flamed out. And I already explained in my last video, Jon Moxley's character does not need the world championship. This, Christian Cage pinning either Jon Moxley or Cope. Actually, he didn't really have to beat any of them decisively. When Jon Moxley had that bulldog choke on Christian Cage, that chokehold, as Edge was flat on his back, Christian Cage could have, extended his arm to cover Edge. The referee would have counted 1, 2, 3. Moxley would have had no idea that the cover was being made. Therefore, you would have had a new world champion. And then at AEW Dynasty, we would have gotten Swerve versus Christian Cage. Right? It would have protected both guys from the loss. And that would have been one of the most smartest, cleverest finishes in AEW history. Right? Tony Khan had a chance to make Revolution very memorable. You already had great matches on that show, including the Hollywood ending match. But the way you would have capped it off would have had Christian Cage successfully cash in and screw Cope, his best friend, out of the world championship. That would have made so much sense. But no, we had to make Christian Cage look like a buffoon. We had to kill his momentum. We had to completely bury his heat, right? Christian Cage has been a very consistent character on AEW for the past couple years, okay? It can be argued that Christian Cage has had a better career in AEW than Cope, than aka Edge, right? Now, if this is going to lead to another Christian Cage Cope feud, I'm not down with it. No thank you. Do not sign me up. I do not care for those two to be feuding after Tony Khan had just completely killed this guy's momentum. Christian Cage has no more momentum. I would say he's done. At this point, how do you have him have a failed cash-in? Like, what did that prove? What did that really prove for Tony Khan to do that? And Jon Moxley, once again, did not need to win. I'm already getting bored of Jon Moxley's world title reign. It's starting to feel like Triple H Reign of Terror from 2002 to 2005, right? That's what this is beginning to feel like. I'm just not interested in Jon Moxley's world title reign. It's just not doing it for me. I have no interest, there's no intrigue. With Christian Cage, he has proven himself to be a bona fide main eventer for AEW, and Tony Khan had a chance to solidify that at Revolution, but with one failed cash-in, he completely destroyed all of that. He completely snuffed out Christian Cage and showed that Christian Cage is not who we make him out to be basically second fiddle once again to Edge.